welcome. I am your host, Tonkatsu Wu. Sorry for the little holdup because I have been trying to adjust up some of my new IRL setup. So, before we get started, because I think I am missing one. Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, before we get now we're ready. Actually, let me grab a drink. I'm actually very dehydrated. But yeah, so what have I been doing for the past 2 weeks? Alright, you guys might be wondering, if none of you guys were there from yesterday, I did mention the fact that I was getting myself into a new Crave obsession. And you guys can probably tell, all of these Pokemans. Now, how much did these Pokemans have stolen from my life? But I do enjoy them. I really do enjoy them. Maybe a little bit too much. They have stolen a shit ton of my life and money. But it's not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing because I enjoy them. I very much enjoy them. So, what ended up happening is that I wanted to use this time kind of just like, well, this is my little free time and also experimenting too. So, what is exactly going to go on right now? So my main plan is that today, I'm going to just talk about stories about what my journey was to grab this game, to get all these cards, because, Jesus Christ, I have a lot. I generally have a lot. Like, I think I ended up spending, like, around $1,000 for all this stuff, which, it sounds a lot, which, I mean, it is probably a lot, but it does make me happy. Because I was able to get some of the good cards that I really wanted, and there was something that popped up as I was doing all this, as I was, getting all of these cards. I realized I got so much of them that I was just like, at this point, why don't I just play the game? And that hit me. Because, apparently, one, there's, the Pokemon events and stuff, how they have, Pokemon TCG tournaments and all that. So I ended up being like, you know what, why don't I just, play the card games and try to, actually figure out how to play it? Because I'm not against it. I am a high addict to, Pokemon TCG Pocket. I play that game so much. Sometimes I take, a break from it, from, playing the ranks, because it can be very mind-boggling to me, trying to get to Masters. I think the highest I went was Ultra Ball 2. I think, yeah, Ultra Ball 2 was my highest one, because at this point, it becomes like a roulette gambling every time you keep on playing it. So, the main goal for today is also... Why don't I have this? Okay, yeah, there you go. So the main goal for today is I am planning to try to figure out what kind of deck setup I'm trying to make up for, since one of the difficult things for playing card games is getting to know the rules. Because, fun fact, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh when I was younger, and I looking at it now, I don't like the game, because it generally feels like I'm reading a shit ton of textbooks and reading passages, and the worst part is I get into arguments with the people, or I don't know, it feels like you easily get into arguments whenever you play the game, because one day you're playing the game, and it's so this is how I think about for rules. You read the handbook, okay? There's always a handbook for the cards of what you gotta read. So I'm okay, that makes sense. Then the second thing you have to account for is there are actual things called, what was it, ban list. There's a shit ton of ban lists for each of the cards. So when I played other card games, I think the main big two I played was I played Pokemon. I mean, well, yeah, the Pokemon is the one we have right now, and Yu-Gi-Oh. Those were my two exposures to card games. I thought about playing Magic cards, but then I saw how I find the game a little bit complicated because of how it kind of reminds me of Hearthstone a bit, as in you need to save up cards and then you gotta summon cards and all that stuff. And I know how people mention there are some cheap cards where essentially you can get any OP quote unquote decks. It just depends upon how you play it. It can be complicated, but it can be it's not too expensive at the same time, because you can have cards that are viable for tournaments, and they don't cost too much. When I saw that, I didn't know about that, but like, because my first exposure was Yu-Gi-Oh! I was like, oh shit, like, all these cards are so expensive. Like, they go to like hundreds to $200 and stuff just so you can get these cards. And when you play it in tournaments, there's also the factor of how, like, yeah, there's banned cards list. There's like cards you can't play. But then there's also cards, apparently I didn't know this, each tournament location, like your local tournament, has their own individual banned card list as well. And I was like, what? Like, that didn't, I did not register that. Because it's like, imagine you make yourself a deck and you want to play in the games, right? But then all of a sudden, because like you didn't know this card shop you went to has their own ban list. And it's like, oh shoot, like some of these cards I'm using are in that ban list, but in the overall game, it's not banned. So it got so confusing, and now there's like reading passages and stuff. Like I stopped playing that game. Like I used to like Yu-Gi-Oh! Because like I grew up watching the show. And now, like, for me, like, I'm kind of resorting to playing into Pokemon more, because I think like when I was like younger, I tried playing the online like Pokemon TCG, where this was like 2012, 2014, and I actually liked playing it from there, but the problem is like my account got corrupted, so I couldn't play any of like my old card decks that I had and saved into. And I think at the time it was like super glitchy, so I thought to myself like, well, like I don't want to play the game anymore, because if I'm gonna find a bunch of glitches, I might as well not play it. Like I'm not having fun, you know? Like one day, you know, like I made so much progress, the next thing you know, like my whole deck has been like tournamented because of the fact of how like the game online was just like so glitchy. I couldn't get into my account anymore, and I lost all my progress. I had like a Embor deck from that time. So essentially, yeah. So currently right now is let me get the main card I had idea on my list, because I've been trying to like figure out the decks I wanted to play and rule set. And the reason why I brought up this rule set is because like when I'm like exploring around like the Pokemon decks, I mean they do have their own rules too, which they technically don't have a, well actually they do have a ban list of cards, but it's so, I find it strange, but also kind of like understand in a business perspective, where essentially, I don't know about this, and someone do correct me on this, because I'm like confused as hell, is apparently each card has like a little like letters for each of these cards. Like for example, let me see if I can zoom in. So for example, I didn't know about this. Apparently Pokemon cards have like this thing. If you look at the bottom left, let me see if I can unblur this. That's what I'm hoping. Okay, there we go. So, I don't like this look. Okay, so apparently in the bottom left, if you see right around there, there's like a white box. So that's the letter I. And I didn't know about this, but every year, I think I got this correct. Every year, there's like 3 letters that are tournament legal. So you see I, right? So currently in 2025, we are at GHI. Those are the cards that are legal. And once it's 2026, it goes from HI and I believe J, because they say they rotate G out of it. Now that shit is, I mean, I took some time doing my research on this, and that shit was so confusing. I was like, oh, but I mean, I guess it makes sense, because it's like, imagine you have like this super old deck. Like, I've seen cards in their level up system, like there's like Pokemon that do like 50 damage, and it's like a legendary card from long ago. And then you see like, I don't know, a Venusaur that's like 380 HP, and I'm just like, shit, how am I gonna kill that? And it does like 200 damage, 180 damage. It does such a high enough damage. Now I'm just like, man, my Charizard from the time that has 150 HP and does like 120, and it's gonna get one shot by a Venusaur, which, I mean, it helps balance the game, which makes sense. It makes sense. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because, so because of how I saw all the rules for the game, like I actually spent time looking through the rules, and I used to love playing the Pokemon card games. I just only played it online because, you know, this was the era where online wasn't such a big thing. So like like now like I'm getting into it. I like the cards, like, and I don't want to like I got so much cards, but I don't want to throw it away. Like I went every time I bought cards, like I saw a person who they didn't get the cards they want, which is the illustration rare, you know, the quote unquote expensive cards, and they just like threw the whole card away into the trash can. And I was like, shit, I kind of like wanted it, but at the same time, it's like I had too much of the cards, so I didn't have enough space in my pockets to like grab them and take them home. So and I didn't even realize they were gonna do that. Like they did just threw it all to the trash, and I was just like, shit. I should have asked. I should have asked. Sorry, but yeah. So that was the situation. So I was like, you know what? Like, if I got so many of these cards, like I have like 3. To be fair, I have a total of like 8. Like you see how I have these things, right? I have a total of 8 that are like, or actually technically 6 that are fully filled. I have like 10 of these boxes. I got 10 of these boxes, so I just been trying to like organize it up a bit and just like figure out my stuff. Also, let me just double check on this. We'll see. Yeah, like I generally gotta like, let me see. We'll see. And I think like also I'm trying to figure out something. I got this. I got this. Might as well just do this. Sorry, I realize like there's moments where I gotta have to like update like some of my stuff. I have not been like essentially I have been very out of it. I think like nowadays like let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. Got this. Okay, so yeah, like that was like my current craving, essentially. Like I got so deep into like the card scene. It's just like I felt bad. Like I have all this card. Like I do agree. Like I was one of the people who are like, oh, like I want to like find myself like this super rare cards, which I do have. I was lucky enough to get one of the expensive cards, but I did have to trade a lot of cards and pay $7. But these were some of the cards I've been like dying to like grab myself for, and I really do like these packs. Like I'm not the type to like, if I get a card that I really like, unless I have duplicates, I tend to like keep them. I tend to keep them and try to like get like the main cards I want. Because I do find a very much of a huge enjoyment just collecting cards, because, you know, I actually do like cards. I find cards to be fun. Also, I love the smell. The smell keeps me awake every time I wake up. I love the card smell. But, yeah, so what I've been thinking is that, like, so I've been trying to look through, like, the whole card, like, meta deck list and all that stuff, because, I mean, there's a reason why it's called meta. But the problem is that, like, I mean, I got time. I think once it's September, October, November, December. I only got 3 months. And a lot of these cards, like, the G cards are, like, legal for, like, 3 months. And why is like, people might be wondering, like, oh, why are G cards so expensive? Why are, like, you got time, and also, why do you need G cards? Like, it's probably, like, not that really OP. Well, apparently, as I was, like, looking through a lot of the cards, a lot of the regular G cards are, like, really decked out. Like, they have cards like Pokeball, Nest Balls, and all that stuff, which essentially means is that you're able to search through your deck to find Pokemon cards, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. The problem is that I'm like looking through all like the old cards list and stuff that are like H and I don't see any of them unless I'm not doing a good enough research for it. I don't know. So it becomes like an issue. Like as I'm like trying to look through the deck builds, I'm trying to figure out like, okay, like which card should I go for? Like what's a good one? I tried using the meta deck too. Like I know the current meta deck list is like a Gardevoir. Gardevoir I actually am down to go for, and plus there's like the new mega cards coming out. That's been going up on my head, just being like, okay, shit, like how am I gonna like approach this? So it's like I do have like the online 2 one. I do have the online 2 simulator trying to like figure out some of the cards list. So I've been trying to like organize it, figure it all up around, trying to figure out like, okay, shit, like if I'm gonna play this card game, like how am I gonna set it up? That's just been contemplating inside of my head. Cause like one of the current deck I've been trying to make, like I find that like like meta cards list are pretty good. Like there's a reason why they're called meta lists. I'm trying to figure out a way to like I don't want to like abuse that system, you know? It's like you want to play the card game, but at the same time you don't want to like I kind of call it like well, not it's not really cheating because everyone's going to use it. That's like the main big deck everyone's using. But it's kind of like I want to know how to make a proper deck because if I play the game and I have like no idea what exactly is going on, I feel like that becomes like a problem. Like if I play the game and I have no idea what I'm doing or what kind of like situation I need to go for, that can like crutch me up. So this is where like this stream comes into play where I'm just trying to figure out what kind of decks I'm gonna make. The downside of it though is that if I have the Pokemon, I think the problem I'm gonna have is figuring out the support cards. The support card and item cards, because I think currently right now, I have mostly of 2 different packs, but I got 1 more compared to the other. I mean, I was searching for fucking Zekrom. I mean, I did get it, but like, at what cost? So I don't have a lot of variety of them. So, shit, let me see if there's a good thing I can do for here. Damn. I still gotta figure, oh god, okay, I still gotta figure out how to organize myself up with all these cards. So, this is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna first figure out like which Pokemon to first use, because I do need to clear up my desk and all that stuff. And after that, I gotta figure out where to focus. Also, I'm kind of hoping to one day get myself my playmat. I got the, what was it? I don't know. I've been getting myself back into Pokemon. I used to play all the way up to X and Y, and then I stopped because I was so I think I got burnt out from X and Y because I was so confused with the system. Or technically Omega Ruby and Alpha Omega Ruby I stopped, but I got really confused with the Sun and Moon arc. And I'm kind of trying my best to play it because I don't know, I feel like the Pokemon 3D stuff kind of like made me not like Pokemon a bit because I was just like, just give me the stuff. It's kind of laggy and there's like some glitches, and I was just like, man, I'm fucking done. Like it's taking too much time. And it wasn't until like I played like Pokemon Arceus, I was like, oh, this game actually is fun. Like I actually do enjoy it. I remember enjoying Pokemon because of this, and that's where I was like, you know what? I heard they're making a new series, but it's with ZA, and it has a lot of the mechanics, and they're improving the battle system. So I was like, you know what? Why not? I'll get the game, and I got myself the Best Buy deal where if you pre-order the game, they give you a free playmat. So I'm hoping to get the playmat and use this up to like make my table a little bit spazzy. See, without just my hands. See, I got my hands. And a brown board, might as well introduce a better situation. Yeah, better look. Pizzazz. But yeah. So, I think the cards that I was very much thinking in my head was, I saw there was, like, this is me not getting into the meta deck. Like, I tried making a deck without looking at the meta. So I tried using and looking through all the card seats, and this is what got me interested in, or this is what my brain was working up. And I had to look through Reddit too to kind of like confirm, is this a viable deck or not? Which a lot of them said no because there's better alternatives, but I started thinking like, what if I like better suited it? And that would be, what was it? The first one was the Sandile deck, which you guys might be asking, why Sandile? Well, one of its ability is here. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, so it says here, your opponent... Okay, yeah, there you go. Your opponent discards a card from their hand. So, what I was thinking is that I tried playing the card game online, and I didn't know this, but apparently there's 3 ways to win in a Pokemon card game. compared to Pokemon Pocket. For those who play the Pokemon Pocket, usually the way to win the card game is you knock out 3 Pokemon, or you knock out like 2 EXs, or any. You need to total up 3 scores. Depends on what Pokemon you kill, but you gotta kill a Pokemon or faint them, whatever, to win the game. Okay? Now in the card game, the original, I didn't know this, but there's actually 3 ways you can win. The first way is the normal, usual, like, but instead of points, it's like, well, it is points, but you also get a card. So like every 1 point, like if you kill this Pokemon, right, you get 1 point, and that 1 point lets you to take 1 card from your prize selection. See, Pokemon TCG has this thing called a prize slot. There's like 6 of them. They kind of look like this. They're like 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me move this over. 5, 6. Like you have a card of 60. You need to have 60 cards, I think. Yeah, you need to have 60 cards. I thought I can change it around to like 40 to 50 or something. No, you need 60 cards. And you shuffle them up, and then you put like 6 cards from your deck list to your prized possession. So every time you beat a Pokemon, right? Oh, wait, let me zoom it out. So it will look something like this. So every time you beat your opponent's Pokemon, you're like, oh, okay, so I get myself a prize. If you kill one of them, they usually tell you in the bottom right thing, like, how many prizes do you get? I think, no, not this one. Essentially, like, usually, unless it's like the EXs or something higher, EX, VMAX, whatever, Mega, all that stuff, they usually have, like, a higher prize pool you can earn if you beat the card. So, yeah, like, you beat the card, you grab a card, you put it to your pile, and there you go, voila, I got a Cyndaquil or something. So that's how it's like. That's the win condition. Number 1 is you get all 6 and you win the game. That's win condition 1. Number 2 is a deck out list where, as it sounds, if they have no more cards to draw, they are out of deck. Okay, that's card number 2. And win condition number 3, which I'm blanking out on because they said there was 3 win conditions, unless it's just 2. Which was, I think it's one of the card's special ability effect, where it's like, if you, well, it's not a one-hit kill, but, okay. Oh, okay. The third one is that if you only have 1 Pokemon on the field, right? So, like, I only got a Cyndaquil, and someone kills my Cyndaquil on, like, turn 3, right? And I have no other Pokemon. If I have no Pokemon on my field, I instantly lose. So that's the third win condition. And that made it interesting because, like, I mean, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. Like, I used to play both the Masters and the in-person one. Trust me, I don't like going in person because I didn't realize this, but I guess it just depends on the people. But I did not realize how fucking, like... I don't want to call them stupid, but it's like people really want to win, but they don't understand manners on how to win. Like, I played a tournament game with like you see such a huge difference. Like, I saw one game in a tournament where a kid was new. He wanted to join into a tournament, and he was like playing like all these cards that were not tournament legal, but for me, what was it? Or the person out there, right, when they were fighting, he got so pissed and angry, being like, how can you bring this cards over? Like, what, you don't understand? Like, referee, like, this kid is cheating. And like, dude, like, I look at that and I'm like, he's like 10. Like, I bet he just looked at the cards and wasn't sure and just like went for it. And if he did, like, come on, he's like young. Like, dude, like, cut him some slack. Like, cause like, I don't know, like, some people can be very hectic, cause like, I know a lot of people, I feel like I don't, like, maybe there are people who try their best to cheat in Pokemon cards and stuff, or any card games, but I feel like you kind of at least should have some manners and respect for the person, cause it's like, heck, if he's a notorious cheater, I mean, fine, okay, like, he might get, like, insulted and all that stuff, but at least, like, be, like, reasonable and just be like, oh, hey, like, you're cheating or you can't do that, instead of, I mean, if they're like, oh, actually, sorry, like, I'm not cheating, what are you, like, if they get super defensive about it, and they're kind of, like, known to do that, then I'm like, okay, it's like, don't waste your breath doing that, just call a ref and just
call it quits on that, or just get them out of the way or something. But like oh my god, like I didn't realize how bad like I had a moment. This was, I think I had this 3 times. I had this, or no, I had this 2 times. I had this 2 times. First time when I played, my first time I played into a card game tournament, which was Yu-Gi-Oh. My god. I went over. I was playing a pendulum deck. I don't know if people know about this, but essentially I was playing a deck, and it was the new meta at the time. Because like I looked at the deck, I really liked the deck, and it was apparently the meta. Because you know, usually new cards tend to be the new meta. I did that. I played in a game, and lo and behold, like when I tried playing a card, and I checked the ban list, the official one from worldwide, and I was like, okay, I think I should be good. So I played my card. Legit, the guy stared at me, being like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I'm like, what? Wait, what? I'm so confused. Like, what am I doing? And he's like, dude, no, what are you doing? And I'm like, what are you trying to say? I'm playing the card game. He's like, you're cheating, aren't you? You're trying to cheat, huh? And I'm like, what? I don't understand. What are you going on? And he's like, look at that card. And I'm like, yeah, it's the monkey. And he's like, yeah, that card's banned. And I'm like, what? I checked the list. It says there wasn't any cards that were banned for that. And they're like, no, it's banned. It's definitely banned. And I'm like, where? I checked the list. And he's like, yeah, look at the wall. Yeah, try to do your better research. And I'm like, what? And I looked at the wall and I was like, oh, okay, well the card is banned. And I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know. Like I like, is that part of the ban list too? And they're like, yeah, what? You can't even understand it, huh? Like, look, like, that's part of the ban list, huh? You can't even figure that out? Like, yeah, there's not only just a ban list for the whole thing, there's a local ban list for here, huh? Trying to cheat, trying to steal some cards and all that stuff. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on? And I think I was like in my teens. I was like, I just got into the tournament scene. And I was just like, okay, I mean, I'm sorry, sheesh, like, here, I'll find some other cards to grab. And like I went over to the store and I saw they were selling like cards for like 2 different cards for like $1, and I was like, okay, I'll grab that. Like I guess I'll try to play around and use that for the support. And he's like, yeah, next time don't try to do that. Don't try to cheat. And I'm like, what the okay? And I just left it alone and I played the card game, and like lo and behold, he was playing like a meta deck, and he's like, you know, he essentially kicked my ass with that. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, like, have fun. And he, like, you know, usually whenever you play the game, you have to like greet each other, being like, oh, like, you gotta have that respect, being like, oh, greet the game, like. And I didn't realize Pokemon has this, where it's like, you gotta shake your hand. You gotta be like, shake your hand, like, tell them, have a good game, or let's do well, like some sort of greeting. And once that's done, you gotta like end it off shaking your hand, being like, good game, thank you, like having that respect. The guy just booked it off. Like, he beat me, and I was like, I put my hand over, being like, oh, good game. And he just booked it off. And I was like, what the okay? Jesus, I guess something's on his head. That was, like, the first time. The second time, I played against a guy who was, like, he played, like, a stall deck. And what I mean by a stall deck is, like, he had so many different cards that had so many different effects, and it would take like 5 to 10 minutes. And I understand, like, that wasn't the main issue. Like, he plays a bunch of cards, being like, okay, like, yeah, it takes like, God knows, 10 minutes of my life just for one turn. What made it worse is that he kept on like talking the whole time, not about the game, but about himself and how good he is. Because he loved to keep flexing himself. Like, legit, I think he played the deck, which was like trying to remember. I think it was like, at the time, it was like essentially, it's just one of the meta decks where it's like, yeah, you know, I was playing this card games in the past, and like, you know, I was like known as like the top 10 and all that stuff. Also summoning in this effect here, blah 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 blah. And so yeah, like, each of the card games that I've been doing, like, as he keeps on flipping through his cards, and I was just like, god damn, man, just finish playing your cards. And he kept on like ego stroking himself every time. He was like, yeah, I got the #1 like best card, and I was like in this tournament, like blah 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 blah. And this whole time he kept on talking over and over again, and I was just like, dude, just hurry it up. But like, that was in my head. I didn't say anything. All I did was just smile and just like, sure, yes, okay, nothing, no effect. And he kept on doing that so many times. I didn't want to be a jerk because I was like, because in the tournament I was at, I think they didn't have a time limit. Like there was no time limit, so I was just like letting him do whatever he was talking about. I'm just like, yeah, 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 and then he kept on like saying like, yeah, like you understand, you know, because like I'm the best at this game. Like you're lucky to be fighting against me, you know, because I'm such a great guy. Like you get to learn so much about this Yu-Gi-Oh card again. And I was like in my head like, dude, like I'm just tired. I just want to get this game done. Like there's so many. Oh my god! I spilled. God. Damn it! I spilled juice on me. Oh shit. But like he kept on going on every time, trying to ego boost himself. This whole situation. I was just like, fucking please, come on. And finally, when he like finished everything, he was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna beat this. Good game, you know. I'm gonna attack you. And I legit like stopped him, being like, yeah, no, here, my trap card. Okay, I win. And he's like, huh, you let me talk. Good game, good game. And I'm like, yep, good game, good game. I don't know. The fucking community is both toxic and strange. Also, what the... Oh, my light turned off. I don't know. It's... I mean, I know it doesn't apply to all of them, but, like, I guess the tournament I just went to, like, it just didn't have, like, a lot of, like, good people. And that kind of stirred me away, and I was just like, man, like, I came to Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I really wanted to play the game. It looks so fun, it's so great, and I do enjoy it. But now it's, like, shit. And now, like that, I became hesitant to play in Pokemon, or any card game tournaments because of just the people you deal with. And now, like, as I've gotten older, I kind of just got desensitized and just been like, you know what, like, there's always going to be people like that. You can't help it. And so I went with the brights that were just like, you know what, I like the game, I like the cards, some of the reward pulls the reward pulls are more card packs, so that can potentially help save me on money. And some of the card decks are not that expensive. I think I have some of them, that the deck I'm planning to get, which cost around, like, it cost around 40 to 80 bucks, but with the cards I bought, I think it went down to, like, I think I only need to pay 50 or 40 bucks for some of these cards, which it's not too bad, because, like, most of the cards, like, you know, I got my energy card, I got some of my support cards, and now, like, some of the main monster cards I needed, like, I already got, which some of them cost, like, 50 to, like, $1, which, I mean, it's not as bad. Like, come on, like, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! I had to do so much, like, number, like, calculating, being like, oh, shit, like, I gotta pay, like, these 3 cards for, like, $20 each a pop, and then I gotta buy this card. Like, this is 40 cards. 40 cards that can cost $100 to $200. Like, what the fuck? But here, like, these cards can be, like, it's just 60 cards. Only 60 cards. That's it. 60 cards. And this is, like, everything. You got your energy, you got your support, and you got your main Pokemon. And the most expensive one tends to be the Pokemon and the support card. Sometimes the items. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So that's why I was like, okay. I'll play the game. I mean, if I have to deal with a lot of toxic people, I mean, that's my great way to kind of just, like, make fun of them. Dude, like, I play too much rank. I played, like, I feel like no matter where you go, whenever you play rank, you're always gonna find, like, extremely toxic people who are, like, the most baby about it if they lose, or even, like, they do any kind of mix up. Also, what's your favorite card? Ooh. Alright, let me show you my binder. Okay. So, I bought this, and you can probably tell I like this card. So, I got lucky, and my gambling habits is very strong, but one of my favorite cards is the, let me see if I can pull it out. It's a very old card. I pulled this card in 2014. I had 2, but I had to trade 1 away to get this other card that's very new. And that is the Zekrom. This one is one of my favorite cards, because I've had this card for, like, a total of, how long has it been? Almost 13 to 14 years. And I had 2. I originally had 2, but I traded 1 away just like a week ago or 2. And it's fine, because this card that I'm showing you, This one's a texture error. Also, thank you, thank you. Yeah, this card is this card is legit. This card is legit. I went to a card shop to get it checked just in case, and they told me like, because I told them I pulled this card from a card pack, and I knew there was an issue with this card because I had the original. I had the original that's normal, and I have this one. And the issue behind this is, I don't know if you can tell, but the background for these textures is very grayed out. The original card is supposed to be darker. It's supposed to be like a black color, but here it's gray. I wished I had my original, but I traded away to get this card, which costs, currently in the market, around $200. I got it for $180 because it's a little bit damaged, but I like cards. I don't care. If it's damaged, that's fine. I like the card. And it is this card right here. This is the newest card. This shit costed so much of my cards that I've been holding. There's another version of this that's like same thing like this one, but I'm planning to save money and wait till the market goes down before I buy it. That's like, this is why I got into the card. I like this deck. This is the, oh my god. This is the current pack I've been like pulling from, which is this card here, the Black Bull. I have a total of 3 ETB boxes and 7 to 8 of this box. That's how much I spent. I spent a lot of money just for these cards, but I really do like these cards. Like, I'm not the type to sell them. Like, unless I have duplicates, yeah, I don't try to sell them, because I always keep them in, like, a memory list. And I do have, which is ironic, this is why I got into collecting so much, is there is, since I pulled the original one, I also have this card here, which I'm very lucky because based on my way, like, because I don't play these cards that much when I was young because I didn't know how to play it and people are kind of dick about it. I have this card here. So a lot of this, like, I've also had this card for a long time too. This one's this one's the same year because I pulled it in the same pack. I got this card here. And what ended up happening is the condition I have for these cards is actually in lightly played condition, which I think that goes around like $80 to $90 or plus. Oh shit. I didn't break it. But I mean, I don't plan to like sell it, but that's why I got into like collecting the cards for it, because that card I showed earlier with the art, there's 2 versions of it. There's the art version and the full version, like this thing, like white or black. I am planning to hopefully get the other ones. So there's like 3 cards I'm planning to collect from it, but it is pretty expensive. And there is the Victini card. I really do like Victini. But my main cards I try to go for is the Zekrom cards. But I don't like it when the Pokemon has like I just like Zekrom by itself. I looked through all the other cards and I did get myself into a hiatus where I didn't. Well, I mean, Pokemon cards is a very expensive hobby, so I couldn't do it. Like, I had to take a pause from all my stuff. So this, like, takes so much time. So I was like, I looked through all the Zekrom pack lists. Like, I thought to myself, like, maybe I'll buy every Zekrom cards that's been released, but some of the pricings are super, super expensive. Like, some of them can go up to, like, the current highest one is $400, which I'm waiting for the market to go down on it. But at the same time, it's like, there's some very old cards where they are increasing in price to like 100 to, I think 100, or I think one is $50. It's the Pikachu with Zekrom. And I thought to myself, like, dude, like, this is like a bad take for me. This is my own preference. I don't like the card with N. I don't like N. I don't like N. And some of these, like, cards has N and Reshiram, or N, Reshiram, and Zekrom all together. I don't like that. I don't like it. Because I'm here for the Pokemon. Like, I'm not, I see the cards, like, for example, there's, like, the new card, which is, like, Mewtwo and Giovanni. That shit's, like, $300. And when I look at it, I'm like, I mean, yeah, it looks nice, but, like, why is it so expensive? But I guess, like, I don't know. Like, everyone has their own preferences. Everyone has their own preferences, and it's not to diss on them. I mean, it helps me on cutting down prices, because if I was obsessed with Pokemon having their trainers, Jesus Christ, the market is so expensive right now. There's, like... and it's so expensive. So yeah, I bought a lot of cards. So I was just like, you know what, like, because I bought so much cards, like, play the game. Like, the game feels fun. I played a bit of it in the past, and I still enjoy it. And I played the Pocket, and I know I really enjoy it because I play that game every day. I know I'm planning to get myself the Suicune deck, but I need to pull another Suicune. And maybe, I might try to do a, I know I have the notorious Darkrai Giratina deck, which is so bad. I mean, it's the OP, it's the meta, but shit, man, that deck is very, very, very... It's very toxic. Every time I see that card, I'm just like, dude, what am I getting myself? Also, do you play online or IRL? That's the thing. So, I play the Pocket. So, my main one is the TCG Pocket. I play that one online, and I'm very up to date. I have the meta decks. I have 3 different meta decks. I'm completing the Suicune deck right now. Because I have almost all the EX except the Entei. I don't have any Entei EX, and I only have one of each for the Suicune and Raikou EX, which I know that pack is so good because of how much of a good support those dogs are. But, you know, I always have my Darkrai, Giratina, and the Poison. Oh my god, the Jellyfish. But for the actual card games, so I got myself back into it recently. So right now, I have the online one, which is the TCG Online. I'm trying to... What my plan is for that is I'm planning to use the online to help make a deck and test it out before I buy the actual TCG. Because we're in a strange month since I think the last tournament that occurred was in Anaheim in just like I think a few weeks ago, 4 or 5 weeks ago. And after that, like I'm planning to hopefully like my main goal is I want to go to the Pokemon event in San Francisco. So I have to do that whole like crazy like card stuff and redeem and all that because my god, that all the tickets get sold out pretty fast. And before that, like I wanted to also play in the tournament too because I know, I mean, this is kind of my own motivation, which is apparently if you are part of the Pokemon World Championship, you get yourself free tickets to go to the event. You get, or I mean, I think you buy one and you get 2 guest passes to go to the event with you. So I was like, shit, like it became more of a motivation because I like the card game. I played the card game. I played the online of Pocket, and I used to play the original, but online, but it was so glitchy. But I did like it. So that's why I was like, you know what? Why not? I'm gonna try to find each of the cards I do need. The downside is that before I can play the IRL, right? There are so many new cards coming up. I think there's a new Pokemon pack coming up in September of 26. That's the Gardevoir. I like the Gardevoir. The Gardevoir is really good because I saw that deck list of all the cards. There's the Abomasnow, there's the Gardevoir, Lucario, and Venusaur. Like, legit, the highest HP Pokemon is the Venusaur, and it is a healer deck. So you can stall the shit out of that deck, and it is so good. Like, I played against a stalling deck in TCG Pocket. I know how, well, not broken, but how annoying it is to deal with. I want that card. I want that deck. Because, oh my god, knowing how the tournament's going to be like, I want to break their spirit if I'm facing against them. That's my mindset. If I'm going to play the game, you gotta play their minds. That's my... I kind of want to troll them, but yeah, so I do want to play the IRL version, but I have to be careful with my money because of how, well, one, like, I know they're kind of cheap. It's like $40 to $100, but think about this. Imagine you, like, there's new cards coming out, right? In less than a month. And you're like, okay, I want to play the game IRL. And I got 3 months until, like, almost half of my cards are gonna expire. Because that's the current market, as I'm looking at it. Like, let me pull it up. Let me pull up the cards. I have a, like, an image for it.
let me see. Here, let me pull that up. I think I should have it. Okay. Open up image 5. We will do this one. Let me see. This one should be the I have it under screenshot. Yes. Okay. So this is the card list I was like looking through. Like, oh my god. Like, this is the card list I was looking through. I was looking through so much of these cards being like, okay. What kind of cards do I need to get myself viable? And this is one of the tournament meta decks. Now, here's the irony. Like, you see all these cards, right? With all these numbers, how much I need in a pack. If you look at the bottom part, right? Like, the Pokeball, like the Great Ball, the Nest Ball, the fucking, let me look at the other ones. What else was there? Yeah, there's the Counter Catch, the Jamming Tower, the, well, not Hilda, the Boss's Order, Iona, Pokemon Professor's Research. Those are gonna expire, because those are G cards. And, wait, let me see if I can zoom in here. Because, like, I need to, like, see through the letters. Yeah, the Ultra Ball is gonna expire, the Counter Catch is gonna expire, Nest Ball is gonna expire, heck, Jamming Tower, Pokemon. When is that gonna expire? Let me see. Oh, okay, Jamming Tower's okay, that's an H. And I think a Luminous Energy should be okay. Energy cards don't really expire. Well, certain ones. And like, that's like 7, 8, 12, 16, 18. That's like 18 cards already gonna expire. And I haven't even went to the main Pokemon. I think, those 3... Okay. I think most of the... Well, I don't think Halucha's gonna be okay, because that's a G. Like, most of these cards are the Ursula EX. Yeah, like, essentially, like, a lot of the cards, at least from what I've been seeing, are gonna, like, expire. And the tough thing is that most of the cards you see from there... Oh, the Ursula's okay. Okay, that's an H card. Okay, that's fine. But, like, yeah, most of the Pokemon cards are okay. But the problem is that, like, you have these support cards. Like you can't play Pokemon if you don't got support. And almost all of these supports are gonna expire. And they do such great effects, like, oh, discard your hand, draw 7 cards. Oh, shuffle every player's cards and draw the same amount from your deck that you threw away. Heck, one of them is legit a Sabrina, which is switch one of your opponent's bench card for an active card. And, like, even the items, go draw... If you use this card, you can draw 2 Pokemon or 1 Pokemon and 1, like, other, like, item stuff. Like, Jesus. Like, almost, like, half of this deck, or either one third of this deck, because it's 60, 1/3 of this deck is gonna be gone. And you need something to help with that support. So it's like, shit, what am I gonna do? Wait, let me see. Yeah. If you do end up playing IRL, you should document on YouTube. I feel like it would make for an interesting video. I thought about doing that. The only concerning thing I have with it is the fact that, like, I don't want to, like, show my IRL face. But I might do, like, a vlogging style. I might do a vlogging style of, like, my journey for it. Because, like, Jesus, like, knowing my own playstyle, I might try to do that, actually. Because it's, like... Some of the cards that I've been thinking of are... how would I do it for a video format? Because I might do it for a live stream, but the problem is that, like, I don't want to show my IRL face. So I might do, like, a vlogging style, too. Because sometimes, like, in certain Pokemon tournaments, like, they show your personal info. And knowing how strict Pokemon can be, because it's Nintendo, you don't want to do anything that's gonna get yourself, like, kicked out. I don't know how they deal with for being offline, or sorry, not offline, being incognito. Like, because, like, my plan was, like, if I play the game or play the card game IRL, I was gonna, like, wear a mask. And, like, I mean, I just don't want to show my face. But, like, but then I have to say my personal info about that. We'll see. I think what I'll probably do is, like, I'll probably do, like, card simulations or something where it's, like, I'll do, like, a vlog style, talk about what ended up happening and seeing how it goes. And who knows, like, if I ever become big, Oh yeah, sorry, stream to it. Yeah, because I've seen some people have like body cams and stuff. No. Like I do agree with that. I do agree with that because I was thinking about it. I know I probably have to be like, of course, etiquettes. You know, when you go into streaming and stuff or recording, you want to be like, hey, is it okay if I can record you? So I think I might do that. We'll see. I might try to like just do like a recording just to like, because my main goal is I'll probably do like a recording quick more towards like, hey, do you mind if I just record this match? Because I just want to see how I can improve on myself. Because that's what some people do in sports. Like, they record themselves and then do that. And then I'm also going to be like, hey, like, I might just, like, talk about it on, like, a YouTube or something. But it's just mostly just me, like, critiquing my own techniques and something like that. That's probably what I'm most likely I'm going to do. So I might do that. Okay, I got a good idea then. Yeah, but it'll be a while before I get into the actual tournament for this because the Gardevoir deck. Oh my god! Let me look at that. Like the Gardevoir deck that I've been looking forward to is like they have a lot of good cards. I'm like, let me see. Gardevoir. Evolution. And plus, like, the fact, like, almost everyone is going for it, like, I'll be frank, it's Gardevoir. A lot of people like Gardevoir for a reason. And, like, it's gonna be so packed. Like, so many people are just gonna go for that cards list that I am, like, worried about the fact that, like, if I'm trying to find some cards to help me out for my deck, I'm hoping... Oh, shit! Rare candy is 50 cents? Okay, so that's not too bad. I do need rare candies for it if I play a lot of... Okay. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay. Ooh, okay. But that's the Japanese set. Apparently, you can... If you're playing in an English tournament, you have to have an English... you have to have an English, card... you have to have an English card. I was like, damn it! I was like, I want to play these cards, but it's like, it's got to be in English. Damn it. That's how I was like. But... Oh, okay, the Curlion routes aren't too bad. They're like 15 cents. Okay. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, this is Japanese price, so most likely they'll be 30 to 50 cents. Yeah. Wally's. Okay, Wally's not too bad. Okay. I think I can get myself a decent amount of cards list. So, but, yeah. But my current plan is because of how, like, fun fact, this is what I ended up doing. I have a very, very stubborn personality. So there are certain cards where I'm like, let's say for example, there is a brand new video game coming out on December 15th, whatever, okay? Just a random video game. And it is the most popular game of all time. And you know it's going to be released in Best Buy and Target or something, right? I would go and wait at 12 a.m. in front of Best Buy until it opens, which they open at 10 o'clock. I would wait there for 10 hours until I get it. And I would wait there as early as possible. I think I would be like number... If it's so big, I think I might be number 15. Because there's probably people who waited at like 10 p.m. And, you know, they're just waiting there. For me, I would wait there like I would wait there just a reasonable amount where I got some sleep. But I would wait there for like just enough time where I would just stay. And I would drive like long distance. Like, for example, if there's like a place that would have the card, but it's like 4 hours away from me, I would drive there and wait for it. That's how crazy I am with my determination. I did that for some of these cards. Like, I got all these from, not from like other stores or scalpers. I got it from the main store. So it wasn't as expensive. Because I hate scalper prices. I really do hate scalper prices. So if I have the time and commitment, I'm willing to put my energy into just like waiting in line for a long time. I know not a lot of people are able to do it. I'm one of the crazy ones. Like, that's how stubborn my mind is. If I wasn't if doxing wasn't a thing and people were pretty kind, I would have streamed the whole thing. I would have been like, "Hey guys, I'm waiting in front of a Best Buy at like fucking 2 a.m. in the morning. Let's go!" But yeah. Okay, keep up the good work, dude. I gotta go, but enjoy your stream. Why, thank you. I thank you for coming along and watching in. This is my story of all my cards. But it's like
I do want to eventually like one of the saddest thing is like I mean I do have a little thrill and fun just being able to like wait outside for like God knows how many hours in front, but sometimes I'm just like shoot like I feel like I should be doing something better with my life from time to time. I mean, like I do like cards and stuff. Like there's a moment where I'm just like shoot I can't be like waiting out here for like 10 hours every day or like all the time or every month or something. Like I do like the cars, don't get me wrong, but like I don't want to make this into a livelihood. And then I start to understand why. I mean, it depends on the scalper. Like some scalpers are kind of crazy with their prices, but some people who like sell it because they have to have a living, like yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm just like, dude, no man, no man. I don't want to end up in this position. The right thing is that I do have a decent amount of cards for my list. Like, I think one of the cards I did need it that was part of the meta deck was these three over here. The Dust Club line. The Dust Club line. Let me see how much I have, though. Let's see. So I need 2 of E. Oh, no. Dust Club, I only need 1. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay. Oh yeah, because that's the main Pokemon list. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Kind of sad I don't have Latias EX. I was getting blooming Surging Sparks a lot, but I didn't get the card. I just wanted the EX, but I do have the Pikachu. Yeah, this card is crazy. They have like some of the cards they have within this list is just like they would go like such extreme prices for it, and it's just mostly because they're geared for the people who play the game. And I'm just like, oh come on, man. Like, what am I gonna do with that? Like, I don't know. I'm like, all these buddies. I just want to play the game. Why does scalping have to fucking exist? Why does But that's just part of normal. I start to understand a lot from the Pokemon scene from James from Team Rocket. I'm not here to sell it. I'm here because this makes me happy and gives me some good memories. The more as I get older, the more I start to understand all the references from Pokemon. Like I'm not gonna lie, like some of the episodes from like the Pokemon TV series from Ash Ketchum. Oh my god, they spit some facts. They had some really good meme moments that I'm just like shit. Like I didn't like what was it? Sorry. I liked Team Rocket, but I didn't like it like super obsessively. I was just like, oh, they're just there kind of mentality. But as I've gotten older, I'm like, damn, like these characters are actually speaking some true facts. Like like I didn't realize like when I was young I was just more like, oh come on Ash, like that's kind of a stupid thing you're doing, like use type advantage and all that crazy stuff. But now as I'm like older, like and I see Team Rocket and stuff, I'm just like, man, like I didn't realize how good the Team Rocket stuff was telling. Man, that game do be crazy. But yeah, so I've been thinking, one of the cards decks I've been thinking, I know for sure that the put up to 3 Discord Discord from your discard pile onto your bench. Okay, no, not that one. I mean, it could technically work, but no. So I was thinking like, so the cards I was planning to use is 1, 2, 10, 5 damage counter. I'm gonna use this. Okay. Wait. If you use this ability, this Pokemon is knocked out. Wait, what? Once during your turn, you may put 5 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. If you use this ability, this Pokemon... Oh, it's a self-sacrifice then. Okay. And once during your turn, you may put 13 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. If you use this this Pokemon is... Oh, shit. So that's 1300. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so I just realized, so apparently the Dusclops is like a... is like a sacrificing. It's a sacrificing Pokemon. I did not realize that. Okay, so this one's a self-sacrificing. So, ooh, okay. So 1 damage counter 130. 380 Venusaur. I gotta account for the Venusaur because
that's the new direction the deck list is going for. They're going for the Mega Evolution, and they have a ton of HP. I think before this, the highest might have been 270 or 300 at max. Below 300. And now that Mega Evolution is coming out, that's gonna be a tough one trying to figure out how to deal with this. And it's coming out in September. That's why I'm like, I don't plan to play the IRL game just yet because of how the new card pack list that's coming out in September is kind of crazy. Ooh, yeah. That's gonna be a tough one. Okay. So yeah, that was one of the cards I was thinking of using, but I think the current one so here's the situation I was trying to go for. I had two decks I had in mind. The first one is this one called Crocodile. Since his ability is your Titan Up, if you have let me see if I can zoom this in. Your opponent discards 2 cards from their hand, and if your opponent has 3 or fewer cards in their hand, this attack does 120 more damage. So the highest this can do is 240, and he has the ability to discard 2 cards from their hand. Now, unless they have a lot of cards where they're like, oh, go to your deck and draw all energy cards that you have discarded, or cards you have, and put it back to the deck, that might become an issue for me. But if... oh, shit. Sorry, my light switch keeps on turning on. But like, if I... sorry, the glare? Why are you turning off? Sorry, I don't know why it keeps on turning off. So yeah, like, if you have this card, right, with the ability to, like, do what it has, its capabilities, to, like, stay alive, or discard the cards and all that stuff, I can card stall them, or not card stall them, I can limit their actions. That's what I'm thinking. But the problem is that, like... yeah, I didn't know this, but apparently in Pokemon, you can hold as many cards you can have in your hands, compared to TCG Pockets, where they kind of limit it. That I did not realize. So, that's one of them. Let me see. So, that was one deck I had, which was, like, trying to make them discard a lot of their cards. I mean, there's probably better cards for it. I think I saw on Reddit there was another one, but... I know this card was the one I was my main gunner for, which is the Haxorus. I really like Haxorus. Haxorus is, it's not one of my favorite ones, but I do like it because I like dragon types. I think between all of them, I don't like Dragonite. Tyranitar I do like. Third one, Metagross or Salamence. I like Metagross more than Salamence. Fourth one is Garchomp, and fifth one was Haxorus. I think I'm between Garchomp or Haxorus. I think those are the two, because I grew up with Gen 4. Gen 4 is my favorite one. But I do like Haxorus too, Gen 5. I think I enjoyed Pokemon until, like, Gen 5. Gen 5 was, like, my pinnacle. And then I played Pokemon Omega Ruby. I did like Omega Ruby. Omega Ruby was fun. That was my happy moments because I was able to find a bunch of shiny Pokemons. Like, this is legit. It's so hard for me. Like, I played Pokemon my whole entire life. Like, I played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I played the original. I played Fire Red. I played Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I mean, other than the Red Gyarados, I played Emerald Ruby. And I also played Omega Ruby, and then I played what was the other one? I played Pearl, Diamond, and Platinum, and then I played White and Black 2, and then I played X, and then I played Omega Ruby. I've only seen, that was not guaranteed, a shiny Pokemon. I've only seen a shiny Pokemon. And I'm not including the Black 2 because that's included. I've only gotten a legit shiny Pokemon from my first time, Omega Ruby, and I think it was Platinum. Those were the only 2 times I got a legit shiny Pokemon. And it was so difficult, but it was a happy memory. I think, because, like, I did like the Ruby series. I did like the Emerald. Emerald was one of my favorite games, too. I think I liked Platinum, then I liked Emerald, and then I really liked Black 2. Black 2 was fun. I kind of thought about playing Black or White original, because I wanted to expand my own Pokemon, because I kind of, like, I knew it was their own moment where they did
back to 151 or 151 new Pokemons and try to avoid bringing back the old ones. So that's why I was like, you know what, like I kind of wanted to go back and play the game, get myself the proper Pokemon. But that will probably be the moment I get the ZA, because that game I am very looking forward to it. I pre-ordered it and everything. I didn't get the plushie. I prefer utilities over plushies. I have too much plushies, man. I got too much plushies. So yeah, one of the abilities from this card was the crosscut. That's the, or what was it? Or no, Axe Blast. Because I looked at the energy card, so it's like one universal, one steel, one fighting. And I know there's some cards where it's like it can be used as any types of cards, or it's like if you got 3 and your Pokemon's essentially your prize pool, that 6 is higher compared to your opponent, it can be any card. And I thought the Axe Blast would be good because of the fact of how, like, I think the current meta direction, or let me think. Let me look around. I know there's a lot of Pokemon that have like a high evolution, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. Okay. Oh, but I won't be able to get Treepy super easily. But like, there's a lot of Pokemon. Like, this is really good if you fight against like legendary Pokemons too. And I think with the situation for the Mega Evolutions, let me double check. I mean, knowing the Mega Evolutions, they probably, well, they gotta evolve from something. But, for example, if they pull like the Mega Latias or Latios or the Kangaskhan, this can insta-KO them. And they have like 300 to 280 HP. See, 160. Like, god damn. I don't think this card is able to handle it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's like 3 Pokemons that... Let me see. Oh, Mega Braves. Yeah, Mega Brave. Jesus. I'm like looking through this whole entire Pokemon list. Let's see here. Yeah, Venusaur can evolve. The card can evolve. Oh yeah, it can kill Absol. Oh yeah, that was one of the decks I was looking at. Absol had a Perish Song deck where it's like, if it has a certain amount of damage counter, it insta-kills them. And I'm like, dude, that is actually really good. Because I do find insta-kill very helpful. Because, you know, if you got that, you know, it kills everything. It makes it so quick. It makes it so quick and easy. Damn. That's why, like, I feel like the current direction, yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. Yeah, I've been looking through all these card prices and all that stuff, and like I've been trying to formulate as many ideas as I could, but it's like I'm predicting the future because like there are the current meta decks, but at the same time it's like, you know, you want to at least prepare yourself in advance to get the cards before their release. Or it's like this, for example. Usually when the meta deck hasn't been released, I think a lot of the cards tend to be a lot cheaper. But once time settles down and people start to realize what decks they should go for, that's where it becomes like very concerning because, you know, if people know these are the meta decks, they start to upcharge the price and you're like, shit, well, I need these cards as soon as possible. And it's like, it's such a hassle because it's just like, well, I need these cards, but, you know, like, everyone's, like, upcharging this all the way to its, like, max prime and all that stuff. And I'm just like, crap, okay, how am I going to deal with this then? Let me see one of the cards that I did have in my list. So, okay, that's an age. Oh, okay, the Poffins are okay. Okay, I could try to get the Poffins then, the Buddy Poffins. Unless I already have it. I think I might have it. Ooh. See, some of these cards that I do have. Jasmine, the Surfer. Like, I try to see if one of these cards could help me. If the opponent this card is attached to his damage by an attack from your opponent's dark Pokemon, it takes 60. I guess I could use this. This card could be good. I had this card in my hand. This card, because of, if I play a Psychic deck, this could help me. But I think it just delays the inevitable. And then there's the Dust Ball. The Dust Ball, I feel like, is good. Because it's like, if I shuffle a lot of my cards and stuff, like, it's, look at the bottom 7 of your deck. You may shuffle a Pokemon you find there and put it into your hand, then shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So, this can be used to help me. If I can't use any of the other Pokeballs, and this is one of them, the Dust Ball, I might as well use that. Unless there's, like, better cards than shit. I gotta double check on that. And then,
Yeah. the, Let me see. I know there's the Junifer. Yeah, Professor Junifer. Those are the two supports card I'm thinking. Oh yeah, and I got Hilda. I got scared. I thought I wasn't gonna get Hilda, but I got her. So she shouldn't be too bad. Let me see. Oh boy, oh boy. It is pretty fun though. I know some of these cards I do have are for sure gonna be in there. I did get a lot of Team Rocket's cards, but knowing the situation with Team Rocket, it's not that good. I checked. I thought about doing like a Team Rocket deck, but the problem is that well, one, I have to have only Team Rocket cards, and some of them aren't really good for certain scenarios. So that's why I was like super hesitant. Oh yeah, and I got Emolga. Emolga seems to be good for some, if I recall correctly. I know that the Emolga moments, or sorry, not Emolga moments. I know that like some of the cards that I had for I was trying to figure out what to use for some of them is usually support cards. Because the main cards that I want aren't going to be there. So might as well start focusing on the main priority, which is get the best support cards and then go for the main cards. Which, knowing the main cards list, they tend to be the most cards. Like I saw one of them. It's like one of the decks I had, it's like 8, 11. It's like 11 cards. 11 cards for the main one, plus like 13, 14, 15. Or no, just 14, 17. I think around like 20, yeah. I know for sure I have like a decent amount, like 20 cards. 20 cards that are universal for each of them. See, this card sometimes hurts my head. That's why I was trying to stream it. I'm like trying to contemplate being like, okay, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna set myself up for this cards? And the bright side of things is that I think they should be okay. They should definitely be okay. I'm not too sure. I generally am not too sure with some of them. Let me see. I do that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there's not a lot of decks I can make currently right now. Because I don't have my deck master, or as they call it, the main Pokemon of this deck that it's about. Because Gardevoir, there is a Gardevoir deck, but I don't want to buy some of them just yet because the new one has a really good support card, so I feel like that's a better priority compared to the other. And there's also the fact that there is also some of the other cards are beginning to expire, so I don't want to get into that bandwagon because we want to see if these cards are viable for the megas, because some of the megas I did look are pretty strong. And I think a good contender between the two would probably be Gardevoir for sure is going to be number one. And I'm between Venusaur or maybe the Absol. Because the Absol's ability is just like, if you do certain, I think it's 60 damage, you can insta-kill them. And there is, I don't know if it'll work. Because it's this Pokemon here. It's the Marnie's Pokemon. Because her ability is that, like, she is able to swap or look through a lot of the cards as long as you have, like, this Pokemon here. But the problem is the fact that, like, if you don't have it, well, it's going to be a little bit tough. So, like, it's focused on her deck. But if you can put in the Absol, help out as, like, a support, that can... but then Absol would be more of a support card than instead of a deck master. Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, this shit is gonna be... Oh, this hurts my head so much, this... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a pause away from the... Okay, I'm gonna pause from the Pokemon for a bit. Ooh. Because I'm like heating my brain up a little bit too much. Okay, so... Let's talk about on a brighter note. Okay, because we have... Let me think. Okay.
I have an idea. I have an idea. So we managed to get an idea of what to do now, because I can't think too much about this card, because I was thinking like, could I make a deck with this right now? But then I'm like, no, I'm unable to, because I don't have the main key component, which is to make the deck. You need your deck master. That's the main important thing, but I don't have it. So instead, what I'll be doing is, I think I have a good strategy right now. Is because my main goal is to get myself the new Pokemon cards from the Mega Evolutions, but I can't do that because they haven't been released. Now I'm not gonna buy it for myself because a lot of my friends are. I have some friends who do want to get the new Mega Evolutions, but the problem is that it's gonna be packed on day one. So they were like saying like, hey, I just want because they like the art, the most expensive cards, because they like the art, which I'm willing to help them for. I told them, hey, because I know you don't play the game, I'll take any other Pokemon cards that's not the ones you want. And they're like, yeah, I'm down with that. So I told them, just give me the money and I'll wait in line and that'll be my fee or something. And they're like, yeah, I'm perfectly happy with that. So that's my plan. I'm going to be trying to make sure to get all the cards that I need, go over, grab it all, and help them gamble with their packs. And if they get the card, great for them. I'll take I'll take all the others that I need, cuz like there's probably going to be like a Gardevoir EX, cuz that's the deck they're collecting. And their goal is the art. They don't care about the regular EX or some of the other ones. So I can use those cards to help me with my strategy. I do have some of the other EX cards from the current pack, which is the Black Bolt and White Flare, but I saw the cards for those and they're not really that good or helpful. I mean, I do want to use Zekrom, but if you play it for tournament sake, it's gonna be tough to be using that. Hey. Okay. We got that out of the way. Now then, what is the next thing that I had in my mindset? You know what? Yeah, we managed to get the main idea for the cards. We have a good strategy of what we can do to help it. I think now, let's go right on over to... I think what I'm going to do right now is my main take for the new Pokemon game. Ooh... This is tough. I'm like trying to think about the... Oh, what's my current strategy right now? Okay. I got it. So what I'm gonna do is that if I can't create any cards right now, what I could probably do is, why don't I try to at least organize a little bit? Because like I know these are the cards I know I'm probably going to be using. I don't know if I have... Yeah, where's my Professor Juniper? These are the 3 cards I'm planning to... Oh my god, sometimes it's hard to navigate with this camera. Okay. Do I not have her? Or did she expire? Oh shoot, if she expired, oh my god, this is gonna be a problem. Wait for it. Oh no, that's a healing stage. Reach booster now. Where is that car? Oh shit! Okay, I can use her. I just realized because like I need to find a. Wait, no, I don't want to use the judge. Let me see. Who was it? I'm trying to find that guy. Who is it? Oh, I got the Buddy Poffin. I already have it. Oh. Yeah, this is what makes me sad. This is one of the meta cards. But that's gonna expire. It's a G. Oh, fuck. Oh, she is gonna expire. So this is one of the cards I was talking about, which was here. Because her ability is discard 7 cards and then discard your hand and draw 7 cards. But the problem is she's a G. So she's gonna expire. So I can't use this card. So that's why I was thinking like maybe I'm gonna use Charon, because he draws 3 cards, which it's not bad per se, but I feel like there could be like better cards suited for this. Because like imagine you got yourself like 0 cards, right? If you got 0 cards, you can still use the effect, right? Discard 0 discard your cards. Well, I got no cards, so I'm drawing a free 7. There you go. And then you do a discard, draw 3 cards. There's this one, which is pretty good. The Dusk Ball for searching for Pokemon, and then I think this one might be a good one. Lisa's approval, because this one's an H card. Because her ability is switching one of your opponent's bench basic Pokemon to the active spot. If you do, the new Pokemon is now confused. That is helpful because one of yeah. So this is like the other card where it's like switching one of your. Let me see his ability. His ability was switch in one of your opponent's bench to the active spot. Yeah. Boss's order. Except instead of boss's order, this one has the added effect of confusion. So this one I feel like is a good replacement for it. Because not only does it switches, it also does status effect. So I feel like that one's a good thing to have to my deck. And then of course there's Hilda. Search your deck for an evolution Pokemon and an energy card, rebuild them, then put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Yeah, this one's good, because it gives you 2 cards. Energy and an evolution. Knowing myself, this will probably be good for the Gardevoir deck. So I definitely need probably 1 to 2. I think probably 2 might be... Yeah, 2 is the call. 2 is the call. Okay. So yeah, that should work out then. Okay, wait. I need to... What is up with my camera? My camera is so blurry. Shit. Okay. Let me do this. Maybe, yeah, I'll angle this just a bit more. Yeah, so that's it. I think these are the 4 support cards I might try to use. But let me see if there's another one. Because I feel like these 4 will be universal. Unless, like, I'm looking through the new packs list. I'm trying to look through their supports list. Well, I gotta translate it. Oh, fuck. Okay, let me see. Pokemon Mega Symphony cards list. English list. Because, like, I'm looking through the... Okay. How many support? Suspicious Watch, Mega Evolution. They have 2 support cards, but most of them are mostly for the Mega Evolution, which is not a bad thing. Like, it's a Mega Evolution pack, so you want to have yourself, like, a Mega Evolution based, you want to have a Mega Evolution based, like, support cards. But the problem is that, let me see. I don't know if there's a good way to, like, navigate through this. Because, like, I'm looking through online to see if there is a card dictionary, card list. Because I'm trying to look through, Pokemon TCG card list series H2I. What's the problem? Refers to the Scarlet Virus series, and then the series before it is the Sword and Shield series, which includes F and G. Well, oh, I guess it. Okay, Scarlet and Violet, Pokemon TCG card list, Scarlet Violet series. Because like, goddamn, like some of the cards that are really good, like legit, one of the cards that's really good is is Mew, but that's a G. I can't use G. I can't, because that is gonna die. This card is killing me. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I can't even use one of the best cards. Do you know what one of the best card is? It's legit Arven, but he's gonna expire. I can't use him. Can't use him. He's gonna expire soon. Wait, energy retrieval? Wait, I thought energy retrieval was an H. Oh, that's a G? Oh, they're all G's. They're all G's. Shit. Oh yeah, they were released in 2023. Oh my god, it's almost been 3. Oh yeah. Every card is like 3 years. Yeah, that's how they make money. That's the tough part. Like, I'm looking through some of these cards. Oh yeah, I can't. Yeah. See, they have like Great Balls. They have like Iona. And next thing you know, they're like, yeah, sorry, but we can't use those cards. Why? Because they're not viable. And I'm just like, crap. Yeah, I'm still in the G series. I think they stop in... Oh yeah, it's Temporal Water at the McDonald's. That would be kind of funny if I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm just going to use the McDonald's. Okay, so it's Temporal Fates. That's the card list I need to use. So, these are the 4 cards I have right now. The Puffin... Could I use the Puffin? I'm like... That's the tough thing. Let me find that card. So, one of the cards that I saw was sort of important is the Puffin cards. Now, what's so good about it is the fact that you're able to pull 2 basic Pokemon cards, but the total HP between the 2 have to be 70, 80 HP. Now, that can be good, but it depends on how much HP your basic Pokemon has. If I'm pulling for the Rolts, I think that might be difficult because I think Rolts is here we go. Search your deck for up to search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less and put them onto your bench. Then shuffle. Wait. Is it in total? Wait, search for up to with 70 HP or less. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Okay, I was overthinking this. I thought it was like you needed to find 2 Pokemons that are basic and they add up to a total of 70 HP. Not each of them can be 70. Okay, yeah. This is English at its finest moment, my guys. This is my I'm overthinking this shit. Oh yeah, this can work. Oh my god, the Rolls has exactly 70 HP, so I can pull 2 of them. Okay, so the Buddy Puffin would be pretty good. Ooh, okay. So we got ourselves that. So we got the Buddy, Hilda, Lisa's, Dustball, and Charon. I think I know these 3 are gonna be important. The Dustball and Charon, I'm trying to find if there's a better alternative because the Charon wise, I don't think he's gonna be that good. But there could be someone else. Let me see. Let me see. So if I have that card, I'm trying to look around to see if there might be something good. I thought about getting like the Master Ball card, but I don't think Master Ball is probably gonna help me in this situation. No. Actually, why don't they just do this? Search your deck for up to 2 item cards. Reveal them, put them into your hand, to shuffle your deck. Ooh, boxed order could work. Because I can play as many item cards as possible. Search your deck for up to 2. Oh shit. Your opponent puts their hands got up to 2 item cards. No, that's not gonna work. We'll get the top of 6 and put down 2 of them into your hand, discard the others. No, that won't work. No, steel. No, not future. The hand trimmer. I'm shaving my hands. Interesting. Discard. Heavy baton. Oh, hero. Oh my god, not the caves. Search your deck for a Pokemon Village. Put it into your hand to shuffle your. No, I don't want to use the Master Ball. The Master Ball's not that good. EX. Oh, I forgot Morty. Wait, actually, no, that's a different one. I don't think Morty's gonna be good. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. At least the Neo. Ooh, do I need a? Fuck. I don't have the Neo energy. That's the problem. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm like looking through each of the cards list, and I don't think there seems to be a card that's good for it. Yeah, no. No. If you go first, you may use discard in your first. Discard your hand and draw 5 cards. Well, it's not gonna work because I'm not going first. I mean, it's not always guaranteed. Discard. Handheld fan, hassle. I mean the jamming energy tower. Oh, I see. That could be good for the jamming tower. I still don't understand rule boxes. Over snails, Heron, top. Fuck. Secret box is pretty expensive. You can use this card only if you discard 3 other cards from your hand. Boomerang energy. They don't. Like currently, what I'm doing right now is I'm looking through the cards list to find any alternatives to a Pokeball or the Dusk Ball. Problem is that I don't think they have anyone. Yeah, I don't think they have. Yeah, they don't have it. Stellar Crown. Let me see. Do they? They have a rock. I don't think the rock's gonna help me. No. Oh yeah, Surging Sparks 250. Oh my god, Surging Spark really has a lot of cards. Maybe that's why I couldn't get the card, because I got a bad pull from there. Well, no, I didn't get a bad pull. I did get the Latios. I really like Latios. I like the art. The artwork for Latios is really nice. I'm actually very happy I got that one. Because I was between the Latios and Latios. I mean, it would have been nice to get the Pikachu, but I'm more for the Latias and Latios. I do like those art style. It looks so nice. It looks so nice. Let me see. This one is this. Oh, of course, Prismatic Evolution. I haven't seen the Prismatic Evolution cards because of how expensive each of the cards are. I've heard some of them were pretty good deck viable. Oh yeah, the Monkey Dory, of course, Monkey Dory. Shit. Yeah, it doesn't look like they have any. Yeah, it doesn't look like they have any new Pokeballs. What the? Oh, the McDonald's. Journey Together, of course. Oh yeah, this one's with the N and all that stuff. Yeah, they don't have any other cards. Oh shit. Unless that's... No, the new ones doesn't have it. Energy Recycler. Arvin Sandwich. Well, I don't use Arvin Sandwich. Stop turning off on me, man. I don't know why my light keeps on going off. Sorry. Hey, I said to turn on, not turn off. Oh. Okay, there you go. Sorry. Yeah, like, I'm looking through the whole entire list, but they don't seem to have any new, like, Pokeball-like card type. Let me see my card. 1, 2. I got the Air Balloon. I know the Air Balloon's really good for retreat cards. I do have that. And the Pokegear 3.0. That one's really good. Professor Juniper, she's gonna die, so I can't really use that. White Flare. I do have Charon. I know Charon's a good card, but that might be the next best thing. Fuck. Yep, this is gonna be a hard one to call for. Okay. I think what I will do is... Okay. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any other new ball cards for here. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably use the Dusk Ball. I think the Dusk Ball is the main one I'll probably use as my main priority. Let me angle this up a bit. I don't know why this is so slanted. Is it just me? Okay, so yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll have it up situation where it's like this. My main card priority I'll probably have is these three. The Puffin card, the Hilda, and Lisa. Because it's HIH. That should last me for 2020 until 2027. Because the H series will be expired. So at least these three will be very helpful. The Dusk Ball, I think, will be my temporary, just in case, if I need to find and draw some Pokemon cards. And Charon would be good for a +3 cards. I think there might be some other cards too that could help out for drawing in more cards. Like, it's like a discard your hand and draw card, whatever. But at the current moment, because, like, I mean, she's gone. This girl's gone. I know there's probably other cards too that can do better, but we need to find a deck that's good for searching. I think there was another one. Where's my 3.0 Pokeball? Here, I'll put in more. I think I'll probably do a total of... Yeah, it might be 2 or 1. I'm looking through the other examples, like the Nest Ball in some of the decks, they just use only 1. Each Puffle player shuffles their hand into the deck, then flip one. If hits, you draw 5 cards in your opponent's structure. I don't want to play... I don't like to do coin cards. There's some cards I noticed where it's like, you flip a coin, and it's either going to be, if it's a heads, you draw 5, and if it's tails, you draw 3. But your opponent gets it. Unless... No. Like, I'm not pulling not a stalling deck, a deck that's like, oh, you know, like, every time I'm like
what's it called? A deck out deck. I don't want to play a deck out deck. That's gonna be too risky unless it's either I need that one card. I feel like there's this one card I need to pull that situation off, which is I need to do like a chain combo. Like I do my Pokemon, make them sacrifice, or sorry, I have a Pokemon, I use my support, then use an item, and then use my Pokemon. And if they have a total of 60, I need them to lose maybe, if I'm able to make them lose 10 cards per turn, I have to do it within a span of 6 turns. And plus, they're gonna be like, oh, they're gonna be shuffling, they're gonna be using, like, the worst thing, I don't know about this, but this is just from Yu-Gi-Oh! Knowledge. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has this thing where it's like, if you put a lot of cards into your graveyard, that's a good deck for, like, summoning for monsters and stuff from the graveyard. Which, I'm looking through some of the Pokemon cards, and I've noticed that there are some effects where it's like, if you have a card in your graveyard, use this card to pull 2 of them or 3 of them out from your graveyard. Which, that's what I am worried about, because I don't want to set up their setups. That's my main concern. I feel like for Pokemon that does do something like that, tend to be like Ghost and Dark type. Because I did notice some of those Pokemons being like, oh, you know, if you have this type of card in your graveyard, you can use this ability to bring them back to life, or put it into your hand. And I'm just like, well, shit, I'm fucked. Yeah, like, for example, there's, like, this thing here. Like, imagine, like, if I keep discarding them, like, 10 times, right? One of their cards is legit this. You can play as many items cards as you want. If they have, like, 3 cards, right? And I, like, spam to destroy their deck with just to fill it up with energy cards, like, goddamn, it's gonna be, like, a full-on, like, I'm giving them 7 free energies or something, or 3 free energies. Because imagine, they played this item card, and then they played a Charon. That's like a high chance they're just gonna get a pile of energy. I play too much cards, man. I play too much cards. Every time I play... Wait, shuffle your hand onto your deck to draw. To draw 4 cards. If your opponent has 3 or fewer cards, draw. I guess Lacey could be good. Because her ability is... Yeah, shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 4 cards. If your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remain, draw 8 cards instead. That could be good, but it's very restricted. Because if you have if you pull her as the first one, and that's 3 or fewer cards remain. Wait, if you're like, you're guaranteed a 4, and if they're in the lead, you can get 8. But that's gonna be a tough one. I can't play a Terra Pokemon. I do have the Terra Pikachu, but I don't think the Terra Pikachu is gonna help out. Oh, I just realized I have a Pokeball card. I didn't realize this was a Pokeball. Hey, I got a Pokeball card. I might save this now. Well, actually, I don't think it's going to be worth a lot. I thought about the gambling scene for this game. Man, Pokeballs and Master Ball. There's some that are pretty expensive, but some of them aren't that good. Also, I found it. So these is what I've seen in the tournament, and they should still be viable because they're which is, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, and you may reveal a supporter card you find there and put it into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So you may reveal a supporter card you find there and put it into your deck. So you got 7, but you can only put in... You may reveal a supporter card. Yeah, it says card, not cards. So you can only do 1 from what it sounds like. And shuffle the other cards back into... Yeah. So this one can be good. This one can be good. If I need to find something, I can use that. But my probably... Ooh, what am I thinking right now? Because my main goal is that if I can pull... Like, I feel like this card might be helpful if I am looking for an important supporter card. And the options that I could have that are very helpful for the supporter card would be Hilda, Lisa, or maybe Charon or Lacey. I feel like this card is most viable for these 2 cards. This one's for setting up for evolution, and this one's for fighting and attacking. These 2, on the other hand, is like, if I have a setup for... This one's more restriction, where it's like, if I have this card, right? Where, let's say, I know what cards I'm gonna have in my first 3 to 5 decks. 3 to 5 cards. I think 3 to 4, or 3 to 8, because, you know, per ability. If I know what my 3 to 8 cards are, use this ability, Pokegear, and then summon one of these two, call them over to summon energy or a Pokemon that I need, that could be good, but it requires more of a setup for this compared to these two here, which is pretty good. This is like easy access. It's like, oh, I draw this here, I pulled a Hilda, or I pulled Lisa. Okay, I'm good. I'll use this, show my hand, activate this quick, go to the next turn, summon up my Gardevoir. That is where it's helpful. Okay. I got some good ideas. Then. Okay. So, oh, this is gonna be tough then. Because I'm thinking for like a good setup for these decks. Because like, let's say, here, I'll fucking draw the card. Okay, let's say, here, this is my, Ralts. I don't know how to... Okay, let me find a good picture. God damn. I didn't draw a penis. I see that and I'm like, shit, what the fuck? Okay, let's see, one year of art class. Take me, okay, let's call this a Ralts, let's do Ralts, let me see if I can zoom out this. Oh wait, it's possible to be seen. Okay, so this is the idea that I was going for, because one of the cards that I notice is a Ralts. Let me see what's the Ralts ability. Because this is where I believe the Gardevoir is going to be very, very good. Because of the Ralts. Because what her ability is... let me see if there's an English version for it. God damn. Okay. Pokemon Mega Symphony, English translation. Got it. Okay, so what is going to happen is that one of the abilities... Okay, I found the English translation. So one of the abilities that Ralts has is her ability is this. Oh fuck. Well, it's okay. Which is here, because she can be good for a staller. Which is I'll do 1, and then I will do P. P is for Psychic, and when I do numbers are colorless, meaning they can be any energy card can take it. So this one is draw 1 card. So this one I feel like can be good, because if you start off on second turn, and they're not going to kill you immediately, because she has like 70 HP. I don't think there's a Pokemon in base stage that has enough attack to insta-kill you. You can use this, draw a card, help yourself out for your deck build. And plus, like, call sign, search your deck for up to 3 cards, rebuild them, put them into your hand to show. Oh my god, what the okay. So Kirlia is where she takes a step up. So these are both 1-1. Yeah, let me do it angled. See, this is how much of a big brain I am in this. Like, I study medicine, and I study cards. I am a fucking nerd. I am such a nerd. So yeah. Like look at this. So her ability, you get yourself a Ralt, draws 1 card, right? Next turn, you evolve her. Her ability, call sign, which means you can search 3 Pokemon, and it's just for 1, and then reveal and shuffle, and then side shot. Okay, that is good, because if I draw 1 card, sure, it's just helping me, but Curly is the main one. You want her to get 3 Pokemon, reveal them, and shuffle. The 3 Pokemon I'm probably going to start revealing and I'm going to put into would either probably be 3 basic cards. 3 basic cards, because I can put them into my bench. So if I have my example of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then my active, I'll do that. Active 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because this is my concern. Because in Pokemon, you want to have someone in your bench. If you don't have anything in your bench and you're active, this thing dies, they win the game. So if you have, because you can do a good setup, you show 3 Pokemon, reveal them, and if they're all basic Pokemon, you can immediately just put them into the
into the play unless they have a Pokemon that's like, oh, depending on how many Pokemon that's your opponent has in their bench, this Pokemon does 20 plus more damage, which 100 plus that, I mean, that's a bad setup, but you get what I'm saying, because if you have, like, my purpose for using a bench Pokemon is for support. So my main goal is Gardevoir, because Gardevoir's ability, the EX one, Gardevoir, so she's just one. So first one, Overflowing Wishes. For each of your bench Pokemon, search your deck for a basic Psychic Energy and attach it to that Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Dude, this is where it gets a build up. This is why I think the Gardevoir is going to be really good. You get yourself 3 Pokemon, rebuild them, put them up over here, right? Then you get Gardevoir. Each bench, 1 Psychic E. Knowing my deck, I'm probably going to have maybe 2 of the Psychic. So I'll probably have to put in my deck 7 Psychic Energy cards. Let me see how many I have. Okay, there you go. See, 7 Psychic, because you don't... In the game for TCG, they say that, from what I've read from Reddit, people recommend having a number between 7 to 10 energy cards. You don't want to go above... Because in the official game book, the game book recommends you to have 10 to 15. A lot of the actual gameplay, they recommend like actually having like 10 or less, and having like energy cards that are like multiple numbers. Like one card's like, I have myself a let me find a let me find a good one. There's like cards where it's like, oh, this card, if your opponent has less prize cards compared to you, this can act as any energy card for up to 3 turns, which is very helpful because there are some Pokemons in your deck, like, I'll be honest with you, not a lot of people play strictly only Psychic decks, as you can see from Pokemon TCG Pockets. I mean, there's the exception with the Darkrai and Giratina because they make their own energy and it's infinite, but in this game, you don't have infinite energy. You only have a limited amount. So, like, for example, these cards here. Like, you have these cards where it's like, let me see if I can filter it. But essentially it says, as long as this card is attached to... Shit, let me zoom it in. There you go. So yeah, as long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides a colorless energy. If this card is attached to a basic Pokemon, this card provides every type of energy, but provides only 1 energy at a time. This is what people tend to use. Like, it's a all-out trade. The problem is that for each, search your deck for a basic Psychic Energy card and attach it. So this is the problem. So if I have this card, right, I can't use this for Gardevoir because Gardevoir is strictly only for Psychic Energy cards. But I have this, and if I have like legit one of my Pokemons that I have, I think that is very viable. I'm just gonna pretend because I don't have the card. That card is like $20, man. It's like, it's legit the basic one. There's no art, or there probably isn't art, and it's probably gonna be more expensive. But just the basic EX card for it is like $16 to $18. But let's just pretend I have this card. So this one, imagine this is the bird. This is the bird where her ability is like something like, oh yeah, like I'm able to like search your deck. That's her ability, searching your deck, right? But the problem is her energy is like, we're pretending, because I ain't rich enough, I don't got it, but like, pretend it's a, let's say, fighting and steel, right? You can't use that unless, because if I have, or let's say, fighting and psychic, right? Fighting and psychic, because I think it's a dark and psychic Pokemon, but like, I can get 1 Psychic Energy, but the problem is, I need to find the other one. And if I have like this card here, right, it solves the problem. But the thing is that you probably need 2 to 3, I think, for the Universal Prism Energy. But the problem is, it won't be under the condition for the Mega Gardevoir EX. Unless I can figure out another deck that... Then it becomes into gambling mode, where I have to have this card, draw it out, pull it, or I start pulling a discard mode, where it's like, every time like I get my cards or deck discarded, then I can probably use the ability of... Where is that Oh, yeah. Energy recycling here too. That's why, where I can draw, pull up 5 of my basic energy, discard it, and put it back into my deck, and then pull the, pull the Charon or the other girl. 3 to 8 cards. See, but that condition makes it worse. I gotta figure out alternative. But here's the good thing, because, like, let's say, because my main deck master is the Gardevoir. From what it looks like, it seems like Gardevoir's ability. Oh my god! Oh my! Wait, holy shit! Wait, what? Okay. Her second ability, which is her attacking, called Mega Symphony, it does 50 times damage per psychic energy for all Pokemon of your own. Because it says, this attack does 50 damage for each psychic energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So, if I have, like, oh my god, what's the max amount of damage I can do? So, I have 5 of these, right? So, 50 times by, how much do I need? So, okay, I have an idea, So, the highest HP Pokemon, okay, is Venusaur. Venusaur has a total of 380 HP. So Venusaur, the giant, like, as you guys probably know, if you play the Pokemon TCG Pocket, Venusaur is a healing tank. Same thing in this game. In the actual Pokemon card, the Mega Evolution for Venusaur is also a healing tank, and he has 380 HP. So if Gardevoir has 50, right, I need a minimum of 8 psychic energy in my deck. So from the looks of it, I think wait, for each psychic energy attached to all your Pokemon. This is what I'm curious about. I know that, let me see. Where was that card I had? This is what's going through my head. I'm wondering, okay, for this Prism Energy, right? So, if this card is attached to a basic Pokemon, this card provides every type of energy, but provides only 1 energy at a time. So, if it's a basic card, right? A basic card, I am wondering if I give it to a legendary Pokemon, right? And I say it is Psychic, because that's what I classify it, right? I have this Prism Energy card. I put it to a, let's say, I give this to a Autono, and I'm saying I classify this as a Psychic Energy for Autono. Would that be considered a... Would that... Oh my god, my computer keeps on turning off. But essentially, I'm wondering, would that satisfy the condition to being a Psychic Energy for my Gardevoir? Because... Also, warning, flashbang. Sorry. Okay, so what I'm saying is, would that be considered a condition? Oh, sorry, I'm trying to turn on my computer, but for some reason it keeps on like turning off on itself. But I'm wondering, what? God damn it! Okay, hold up. Sorry. Oh yeah, sorry. Flashbang again. Okay, so I'm wondering, would that satisfy the condition to being a psychic energy? Because if I have, for example, my goal is that I want to have a lot of psychic energy. Okay. You want to have a lot of psychic energy because, you know, that's the main basis for doing a lot of damage for Gardevoir. But the problem is, you have other Pokemons too, where you want to have viability, being the bird. Let me draw out the bird. What is her name? Pheasant, and I cannot pronounce her name for the life of me. Oh god, because Pheasant. Okay, essentially the bird. Oh, okay. So she's really nice. She only requires 3 neutral energy. So neutral. Let me look at the Gardevoir meta deck currently right now. I think I should have it. Yeah, why would you have a dark energy? What? Wait a second. Okay, so the bird. We'll call her the Burb. And it's the... I didn't realize the Burb is a dude. I looked through the Pokemon wiki and it turns out, like, it feels kind of fucked up, but, like, I don't know if people know the lore from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but apparently for the DLC, I think it was Ogerpon, she's a girl, and the 3, like, the 3 poison thing from the mochi are like dudes. It's like a bird, a monkey, and a bear. And they all are dudes. I'm not gonna like. I thought the bird was a girl. I thought they were gonna pull like a Team Rocket, being like, "Oh, she's like the head girl," and then there's like 2 dudes. No, they're all dudes, and they're like bowling the shit out of like a fucking a girl. Like her statue is like small, and all 3 of them are like very big, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is kind of fucked up, Pokemon. But it is kind of funny though. I'm like, what is this setup? Because I think they're not supposed to be bad, but they all ate poison mochi from, I think, like, this is what I was thinking. I was thinking like 3 of them are like dudes, but the mochi is a girl. So I thought it was gonna be like a, because I'm thinking like a drama like plot where it's like the mochi's jealous. She's like, oh my god, Ogre is like so nice, they're so great, because she has like 4 masks and everyone loves her, and so the mochi is like jealous about it. And then she's like, okay, she finds like these 3 like dude Pokemon that are like not the best, but like they're like just trying their best to survive and stuff. And then she's like, oh, I'll help you out, and gives her mochi, and then they all become like kind of like, they're like Jack as in like they become popular or something. But they got the poison effect, so they're kind of like all messed up in the head, and then they're like bullying her. Then it makes sense. It's like a good plot wise, because like I'm like thinking like, oh, okay, that's like a. I'm not gonna lie, I read too much manga. It just feels like a villainous plot to me. So I'm like, oh, you gotta make it a villainous. Anyway, so we got the burb here where she has like her ability where it's like, here, I'll just do this. I don't know what's up with her. She got a beak. The burb. So her active is her ability is the So her ability right now is the fact that like once during your turn, if any of your Pokemon were knocked, oh god, is my camera dead? Please. Oh shit, it is. What do you mean how long has it been? Shit. Okay, you know what? Okay, we're gonna resort to using images. And then once I finish my little conspiracy kind of outburst of cards and stuff, then we will figure out the next thing. So, okay, here. Let me pull up let me turn off this one, and then let me pull up where was it? Where is my images? Worst case scenario, what I'll do is I will put in a I'll just draw it out from what was it? Shit. I need to save as, don't I? Okay, save as, desktop, and then here where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, nice. So this card here that I have, I mean, it's nice and all that, but we like my drawing, where my drawing is kind of pretty, it's pretty memorable with all the design, but either way. So this card's ability, right, because of the fact of how he is able to, yeah, once during your turn, if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn, you may draw 3 cards. You can't use more than 1 flip script ability each turn. So this card is very great for drawing cards. Plus, this card does 100 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Oh, now I see why she's so good. Oh, he's so good. Because he's a draw card. But you gotta be careful. You don't want to draw too much cards to the point you run out of cards in your deck. If you do, you lose. Okay, I see. So this is the alternative instead of using the support. So this is essentially a Charon, but you gotta kill the Pokemon. If any of... Oh, no, it's your Pokemon. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Okay. Oh, that is good. But then again, you gotta worry, because, like, that's, like, if you're gonna die a lot. I mean, it's most likely. You got, like... Ooh, but if you got an EX, that's the tough thing is... The new Mega Evolution Pokemon have, if you kill them, they can draw up to 3 cards. Now, that's not good, because of the fact of how, like, you can lose within 2 turns, or not 2 turns, you can lose pretty quick. You don't got enough cards. Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one. Okay, wait, let me do over to my, let me see where it is. I should have it. Is it the plastic duck? No. It's greedy. There you go. Let me take out this card. Okay. So this is what I am thinking before I finish up my little crazy spiel.
Where is it? Oh, right. Let's throw this away. And then let's pull up the actual art. Yeah, I really like it. I really like this game. This is how much passion I have whenever I get myself into something new. Like I find it fun. I find it generally fun. It hurts my head for a bit because I'm like strategizing a lot of like what if scenarios, but it's like I find it interesting because of the fact of how like you can find so much like interesting plays with this. Because it's like how do I describe it? Let me take this out. Like I find it like a game where it's just like if you can like manage to figure it out, you can do so much fun things. Plus, I like Pokemon. I really do like Pokemon. I thought about playing the actual Pokemon like the video games once, but that is that's a lot difficult. I mean, they made it easier for you to kind of like get the max spec for Pokemon, but then I'm just like, no, it's too much for me. Okay. So the main goal is if you want to get yourself the oh my god, okay. Let's do this. Let's do oh, I can't do that. Okay. So the main goal is our main deck master is Gardevoir. Oh, what the? Here. So this is our main deck master. Oh, what the? Why do I have this in reverse? Whoa. Oh, did I? Okay, there we go. I was like, how did I reach it to there? Oh, this is so weird. Oh, okay. So yeah, so this is our main deck master, the Gardevoir. Here, I'll just hide this up here. Yeah, so this is our main card, our main deck master. This is the Gardevoir. We want to set this up as much as possible, but it is very dependent on how much bench Pokemon and Psychic we have. So we gotta build it up bit by bit. So we got ourselves the main one, which is, we'll probably do that. Yeah, we do need the Pheasant. I can't use Mew. The Mew EX, that's a new card. That's not a new card. That's an old card. That's a G. It's going to expire. But I can use the Bird. So the Bird's going to be helpful. I'm able to replace 2 of the basic Kirlia. Ralts and Kirlia is going to be taken out. So here, I'll show the image, what I'm showing. So this is the current image I have. Because this is the current meta deck. But here's the problem. Most of these cards are going to get expired. For example, here are the cards that are going to get expired. Tech Evolution is really good, but it's going to expire. That's a G. This one expires. Nestball expires. Arven expires. Iona. Professor Research. Ultra Ball. Earthen Veil. Rare Candy should be okay. There's an H1, so I can use that. So I'll keep this. So I'll do a squiggle for upgrade. Counter Catcher. Let me double check on Counter Catcher. Sorry for the keyboard. Counter Capture is out. So what I'm thinking is that wait, you can use this card only if you have more remaining. Switch in one of your Pokemon. Yeah. So what we can do to replace Encounter Catcher. So to replace this, we can probably do let me see. Ooh, oh, but it's an item card. That's gonna make it difficult. Oh, so we're gonna be limited. Let me see. Bravery Charm. When does that expire? Oh, Bravery Charm expires too. This one, your basic card is attached. She gets 50 HP. I see. Artisan. This one is oh shoot, this one's also expired. Once during each player's turn, that players may search their deck for a basic Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box and put it onto their bench. Then shuffle that deck. Ooh, okay, this one's also out too. And then what about Super Rod? Why is there Super Rod? What the? Isn't that for water type? You shuffle up to 3 in any combination of Pokemon basic energy cards from your... Ooh, yeah, that's gonna expire. Mew is gonna expire. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, wait. I know Clefairy is gonna be okay because that was from Journey Together. Flutter Maze. Let me see. Oh, is that an H? Okay, yeah, that's an H. As long as this Pokemon is in your active spot, your opponent's active Pokemon has no ability except for Midnight Fluttering. Oh. Okay, so this one's good for stopping. Okay. So this one's stopping, this one, and then Screamtail. I do have the good thing is I think I have Monkey Dory, but I only have 2. I might have more, but I'm not too sure. Let me see. This attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon for each damage counter on this Pokemon. Each damage counter. So if it has 80, oh, it does 160. So this one does a max of 160. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like Screamtail might have to be swapped out for something else. Because I guess this is like the basic damage dealer in the initial start. So 1, 5, 9, 11, 15, 18, 20, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 29. See, look, this is like almost 30 cards. Half of this deck is going to be expired after 2026 comes up. So this becomes the real problem, which is like you have to figure out which one might be the best one for this cleanup, or you got to find like a replacement for it. And that's the thing. So I think for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there's like 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 support cards. I guess you can pull up the Lisa. I'm thinking you can do Lisa. Hilda for sure. Hilda needs to be in this deck. Hilda for sure needs to be in this deck. So Hilda's for sure. But the problem is that the other ones, we probably have to do like a mix-up match because I think, oh, Hilda will replace the evolution. That makes sense because the evolution card allows in the Pokemon and it's a one-time thing to find and search for a Pokemon that evolves. You got that. The Dusk Ball could be the alternative to the Nest Ball. So you probably need 2. And then the Pokegear might have to replace the I guess the de-evolution. I'm not too sure about the de-evolution ability. I remember that was a G card. Ooh. Because we got this. Oh, this is hurting my head. Okay, we got... Okay. Well, at least the bright side of things is I don't have to buy a Mew, because Mew is pretty expensive, but the Secret Box and the Pheasant, yeah, those 2 are for sure I probably have to buy. These are pretty expensive. At least the good thing is these Ralts and Curlia are going to be exchanged out, because there's better Pokemons for it. Plus 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 cards, 10 basic cards, right? So let me think. If you can only have up to 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we don't have to worry about this Gardevoir's ability unless we get another EX. But I think is Gardevoir EX going to expire? Because like they didn't mention that Gardevoir EX and Gardevoir are 2 different Pokemon. Or Mega Gardevoir. Gardevoir and Mega Gardevoir are 2 different ones. Gardevoir EX. How much does she have? She is a G. Oh, wow. She is gonna... Yeah, she is definitely canceled out. She is a G. She is a G. So she's gonna be canceled out. So let's do... Mega. So yeah, this one will be canceled out, but it'll still be 3 to 2 plus, so 2 of, okay, so 2 in the head up, 6, okay. Or we can alternate. So I think the main ideal would be we would have 1 Gardevoir in the active, 1 in the benched, 1 Pheasant Pawn. Ooh, no, Fluttermane won't be able to help because we need her in the active zone to disable. but I guess she can be used as an alternative. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. What does Clefairy do? Clefairy. That's the thing too. You also gotta account for luck as well. Oh yeah, hers is the Lily's Clefairy. Oh wow, there's 2 different ones. Jesus. Oh yeah, Journey Together, Scarlet and Violet, and yeah. Of course, they do be oh my god, 384 for these. Okay, and it's only $2. Okay, the weakness of each of your opponent's dragon Pokemon in play is now Psychic. Wait. The weakness of each of your opponent's dragon Pokemon in play is now Psychic. This attack does 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon. Oh! Okay. Oh, so you don't need to have Clefairy. Okay, so you can have her on standby, so you can do ×2 to Dragon. What? But the problem... Ooh! Oh! And that would be good, because one of the meta decks right now is a Dragon type, which is the Dragapult. Ooh... Okay. Oh, that's really good. Oh... This Pokemon, your basic Pokemon in play has no retreat. I'm like contemplating right now if I should have the Latias EX in exchange for the Mew EX. Should I have Latias? So yeah, I might try to do Latias then. Okay, so these 2, yeah. I'll probably get this Pokemon, the Mega Evolution for each of these 3. Yeah, or the Mega Evolution packs. This is from these 3. Screamtail, I'm hesitant because I think I can find a better Psychic. Because it looks like for hers more focused in damaging. And if I can, like, it's like damage, a quick damage, because her slap does 30. So it kind of helps out for a bit. I'm wondering if there could be another Pokemon that can do, like, a little bit higher damage. Maybe 40. I don't know if they have one. A 40 damage basic Pokemon. That could be good. We could have that. After that, we got the Fezipon. Helps out for the ability. Fluttermane will be... I think Fluttermane still has viability because of her disrupting the active ability. So, active Pokemon's ability, that could work out. This is... Yeah, it's either Screamtail or Fluttermane is like what you want to have in the initial start. And Clefairy, you want to have in the back line because of her ability to make Dragon types weak against Fairy type or Psychic type. And plus, it's like, this attack does 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon. Wait. So that is 20. So if you have a total of 5, so 5, 100, 100 plus 20. So that is 120. So 120, 160. Oh, okay. So she can do 120 damage and swap over. You can do that to finish the others. Okay. Then you got yourself the Latias. Replace out the Mew. Because Mew's is more for the copy ability. Let me double check. Mew. My god, I'm like looking through the prices for Mew. Almost every Mew price is pretty expensive. Jesus. Even the ancient Mew, of course. Holy shit, a lot of these... Why is Mew so expensive? God damn. Oh my god, I remember some of these cards. Mew Prime. Okay, I found it. Oh, it's like... Oh, yeah, it's like... It's like $10 right now. Oh, but if it's lightly played, it's like $5, so that's not too bad. Okay, yeah. So once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have 3 cards in your hand. Oh, okay, that's like a 6-card draw. Ooh, or yeah, 3 to 6. But it's going out. And then you can copy the abilities. Ooh. Okay. I do know I need the rare candy, and they do have a new rare candy coming up for the Mega Evolution, which isn't too bad. It's like 50 cents to $1. So it might be, yeah, it'll probably be $1 once it's released to the US, because in Japan, prices is pretty cheap. Okay, we gotta figure out the And we need to figure out alternatives to this deck. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Okay, at least we made a lot of progress. Okay. Okay. I think that should be good for now. That should be good enough of crazy talk for me. Oh boy. I guess I will save it here and call it I'll call it Pokemon. Okay. Alright. Now that that's out of the way. Alright. Oh, this has been, I mean, it's been fun. It's been fun. I did like it. I did really like going through this because it makes me realize like there's a lot of cards that I don't need to get because they're all gonna expire. So it does give me like a breath of fresh air. My only issue is just like the problem is finding the good supporter and item cards. I think that's probably the big one. I think there are some good ones like the Hilda for sure, as well as the support card for the swap for basics. But after all this, yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. I think we'll see how the next pack is because my goal is, I think like since it's July was when they released the Black Bolt, right? July, August, September, so October, November. Yeah, there's gonna be a new card pack for November. I think that's my strategy. We're gonna see, because I think September is the new Pokemon, which that's helpful, and some items for Megas. And then November, I think that's gonna be the main for items. My main goal is items and support cards. I think that's what might be the situation. So that could be a good potential chance for it. Okay. Okay. That seems good. That seems good. Taking in my breath of fresh air. Oh. I've been so stuck in this. I've been stuck in this way too more. Okay. Oh, alright. Okay. Now that that's over with, next time. Since I have all these card lists, I think all I'm gonna do is, my main focus for next week is, I think the cards thing, I'm not gonna think about it for a while. Because I got like a month until, yeah, I got like 1, 2, 3, 4. I got like 4 weeks until the packs gets released. Ooh, that's when I'll actually start thinking about it. But yeah, sorry, I look through other streamers too. I try to get advice from them, or not actually talk to them. I just get like references. There you go. I try to get references from them. But yeah. I want to say to everyone, thank you so much for watching. So my next plan is I'm hoping to update more of my thumbnails because I think this is the rotation I'm going to start doing to start making new images and all that mumbo jumbo stuff. I'm going to start like focusing on getting ready to make a lot of like new images and all this packs, and I'm starting to get myself ready up. All right. Other than that, other than the images and stuff, I think I will also be attempting to hopefully start releasing videos, but it's still in my head how I want to set it up. I think my goal is I'm gonna try to do Silent Hill and Metal Gear because Metal Gear is out, and I did get the game. I did get the new game, so I think that's just gonna be the main priority at the moment. So yeah. Alright, that's going to be good and it for me. I wanted to say to everyone, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be heading out. Ciao, ciao, bye-bye, and see you in the next one. Peace.